picture this. You're at McDonald's. You're craving a simple, classic double cheeseburger. You walk in, bypass the registers, and step right up to one of those giant, glowing monoliths, the self-order kiosk. You start tapping. You scroll a bit. And somehow, 10 minutes later, you're sitting down with a big tasty bacon, a large fries, a Coke, a 9-piece McNuggets, and a McFlurry. You look at the tray. You feel a little guilty. You ordered way more than you actually wanted. If this has happened to you, you aren't alone. Since the introduction of self-order terminals, the average fast food order has gotten bigger and much more expensive. But why? Today, we are going to break down one of the most widely used user interfaces in the entire world and the psychological tricks it uses to separate you from your money. McDonald's is by far the most valuable fast food chain on the planet. Over the last 10 years, their stock price has nearly quadrupled. And a massive driver of that success? The restaurant of the future concept. At the heart of this concept are those giant, double-sided, smartphone-looking touchscreens. McDonald's pioneered these in the fast food space, testing them in Europe back in 2008. Today, they are everywhere, and competitors like Burger King and KFC have desperately scrambled to catch up. According to industry insiders and even former McDonald's CEO Steve Easterbrook, these terminals have definitively increased profits. The main reason? Customers take significantly longer to place their orders. But why would a fast food company want you to take longer? To answer that, we have to talk about design. Let's go back to our first example. You walked in wanting a $3 double cheeseburger. When you touch that screen, you aren't greeted with a simple list. You are hit with massive, high-definition, slow-motion style images of their most premium burgers. This is our first psychological trick, anchoring or setting a reference value. By immediately showing you the double quarter pounder with cheese or the big tasty at a premium price, McDonald's sets a subconscious anchor in your brain. Suddenly, when you finally find the cheaper burgers, they seem so affordable that you feel completely justified in upgrading them or adding sides. This is a classic example of nudging. Nudges are design choices meant to influence our behavior without actually forbidding any options. Notice how the cheap stuff is tucked away? It's the digital version of a supermarket shelf. The expensive, highly profitable items are right at eye level, practically begging to be clicked. The basic cheeseburger, you have to dig for it. By the time you find it, those premium burgers have already made your mouth water. So you give in. You tap the premium burger. Instantly the screen asks, "Make it a meal?" Well, you need a drink, right? Sure. Then, would you like a large for just 50 cents more? It's just 50 cents, of course. Anything else? Some nuggets? Honestly, yeah, nuggets sound great. Notice the colorful, satisfying animations when you add items to your cart? That's not random. That's dopamine. The UI is designed to reward you for spending money. Hey, really quick, if you're having an aha moment right now and realizing exactly how this screen got you the last time you ordered, do me a huge favor and hit that like button and make sure to subscribe. It really helps support the channel so I can keep making deep dives into the hidden systems around us. Okay, back to the menu. Now you decide to add a McFlurry. But wait, how much are you actually spending? If you look closely, the total price is usually hidden down in a tiny, unemphasized corner of this massive screen. This borders on what UX designers call a dark pattern. A dark pattern is an interface crafted to trick users into doing things they might not actually want to do. By shrinking the price and keeping you focused on beautiful pictures of food, McDonald's turns the cost into an afterthought. In a statement to the media, McDonald's has claimed their screens are large for accessibility and clarity. But from a business perspective, hiding the running total maximizes your order value. And when it's finally time to pay, another nudge. The prompt to pay by card is massive. The pay with cash at the counter button is often much smaller. Why? Because studies show that when we pay with plastic or our phones, the pain of paying is lower. We make more impulse purchases when we don't have to physically hand over cash. At the traditional counter, there's social pressure. There's a huge line behind you. The cashier asks, "Would you like fries with that?" And you can easily just say no. But at the kiosk, no one is rushing you. No one is judging you if you order 2 desserts for yourself. It is an introvert's dream. You stand back to back with other customers, locked into your own little world, completely susceptible to the algorithm's cross-selling. And that algorithm is learning. With over 69 million customers served daily worldwide and half of those using kiosks, McDonald's is sitting on one of the most widely used interfaces on Earth, rivaling apps like TikTok or Instagram. This allows for massive A/B testing. Imagine McDonald's showing half of its customers a recommendation for 6-piece nuggets and the other half a recommendation for 9-piece nuggets. They can test button colors, photo angles, and menu layouts in real time across millions of data points to squeeze out every possible cent of extra revenue. While regional branches like McDonald's Germany claim they don't do A/B testing locally, on a global scale, the UI is undeniably optimized for one thing: getting you to buy more. Look, there is no denying that self-order kiosks improve the customer experience. They save time, they reduce errors, and they take the social anxiety out of ordering a massive cheap meal. But it's important to remember that these screens are explicitly designed to maximize your bad choices. The techniques are invisible until you know what to look for. You might think you're immune to a little nudge or a clever layout, but humans are incredibly predictable. If these psychological tricks didn't work, a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate wouldn't be using them. So next time you walk into a fast food joint for a $3 burger, keep your eyes on the prize. And watch out for the nuggets. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.